boy Best Alu. To my right, Jekken. To my left, Risky B. And welcome to episode 10 of the 2-to-1 show.
Hola.
What up, everybody? We got our sound back, thank God. We just want to, first off, start with an apology for episode 9. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but we back. We good. We good, tech guy?
Loud and clear. I think we're pretty good. We're pretty good.
There's a couple of apologies you want to bring up. I want to first say that I want to apologize to our information about Charlamagne the God. The Spanish fly thing that we were talking about on episode 9 was actually him and his wife. He actually says that he never touched this young lady, and the young lady claims that she was raped. Mm-hmm. But after DNA and blood and mouth samples showed that there was no proof that he actually touched her, he was just put on 3 years probation for doing something with a juvenile. I don't know the exact wording, but he actually was never charged of anything. So again, I apologize. I used the wrong terminology, and us at 2-to-1, we want to make sure that our facts check out.
Definitely. Our apologies to the Breakfast Club and the Illuminati. and Charlamagne the God. And
we also want to apologize about this guy with his stupid ass glasses. Not one of the
thank God. You know, he listened to me. He took them shits off. Cause honestly, man,
I don't know. I think y'all be hating. You're not gonna say it, right?
Early in the show, he couldn't hold. He couldn't hold.
Edit number 1.
That's it. No more edits.
Are you fucking serious?
But y'all not gonna be trying to play me, bro. Shout outs to the Shades, man. Shout outs to the Shades. We got the Shades back, man.
Yo, whose man's is this, bro? He told us he's not wearing shades no more. He fucking put that on his ass. Where he pulled that shit from?
My friend's girls like him. In case y'all missed episode 9, go back at least. I need y'all to, I'm not gonna have y'all bear with the sound of episode 9, but we had a very funny conversation the last 10 minutes. So if you could bear with that, go back to that and comment on our 2-to-1 page. And yo, shout out to you guys. Thank you for holding me down this week on the 2-to-1 page, man. We building, we getting big. So round of applause for y'all, man.
Bigger, we're not bigger.
Round of applause for y'all, man. But yeah, man, let's get right to it, man. We got a beautiful show for episode 10, man. We're gonna get into the YG and Travis Scott album. We got something else that's going on, something that happened in Colombia, in Cartagena, I believe. We get the right name for that. We're gonna cover some of the Hall of Fame coverage. We're gonna be talking about Demi Lovato, and we're gonna bring up a short topic on addiction. So going right into it, man. We all reviewed the YG and Travis Scott album, to name the few. Risky got some more information on that. Risky, take it away, man.
Okay, thanks a lot.
I call that like it is. Everybody knows, you know, YG and Travis Scott. They both dropped an album, and I got the opportunity to listen to them both. I like more the Travis Scott one. Wasn't too crazy about the YG. I mean, there was a couple of songs there
that second song was
good,
right?
it was pretty good. It was pretty dope. And I'm sad, man, because I don't have a wall here, man. But, but I gotta play a song, man. Hey, what's up, 2-to-1ers? This is Risky B. Unfortunately, this part of the video has been removed due to copyright issues with UMG. And therefore, we cannot further display any more content of these two artists. We were trying to discuss about their new projects, which in this case was YG and Travis Scott. Therefore, it's been removed. Please enjoy the rest of the show. We will try to work hard on bringing you better content. And thank you so much for your support. And sorry for the inconvenience. Peace.
Let's go to our regular scheduled music.
Can't hear you. Listen, guys. I think Best Alu brought this up a while back, right? So we do edits because we don't want to offend anybody, right? We come from the ghetto. We're from the hood. We use the N-word in our vernacular. That's part of us. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to do it in a derogatory way. That's just the way we speak.
Yeah.
We're all from Brooklyn. Best Star resides in Harlem now, but we're all from Brooklyn. We want to ask you guys' opinion. It's a lot of work for Risky every time we say the word because it's part of our vernacular. It's hard. Every time Risky got to edit it. So when you hear those beeps, that's what we're doing. We're beeping out that word. So I want to know, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, let us know. We'll continue to beep it out. If it doesn't, we want to just be regular with you guys. We're not trying to be derogatory, but it kind of fucking sucks.
Another issue that we're having is that we're actually trying. Like, we're honestly trying, and it seems like we're joking about it.
But we're
but we're not. You know, we're not. We're really not. Like, I didn't know how hard. I've catch myself in meetings when I get upset professionally at work, saying the N word. You know?
I know.
So it's like, guys, we are finna. We will continue. But
I think
moving forward, thank you for putting that out there.
Moving forward, I think, listen, just because you guys want to have the material out, Risky can add so much more. Risky, let me know if I'm wrong. If you don't have to do stupid edits. So if we blur out the word, we're just gonna keep going, and no more edits. So just let you guys know. So if you feel offended by it, leave a comment, and we apologize in advance. But that's part of our everyday language. All right.
All right, man.
That's our
So
topics, guys.
that's gonna we're covering that. Thank you, Risky, for that. We're gonna stay with Risky. Because he brought up something on our 2 to 1 page. By the way, follow at 221_show on Instagram. We cover a lot more things on there than we do on the show because of time constraints. Risky brought up something that was actually was crazy, and I actually read about this before this came out. I was actually reading because this happened in Colombia. What's the name?
Cartagena.
They said it.
Like Fat Joe's name.
Yeah, Cartagena, Colombia. Before this article came out about a month ago, I was reading about how the government of Colombia was trying to shut this down before this even came out.
They even made a movie about this.
This has been obviously. This has been
it was
a
novel.
problem.
I actually watched it with your sister too.
Wow, it's an ongoing problem.
This is big.
It was crazy, and Risky take it away, man. Let us know what's up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you right now, this situation's happened everywhere in the world, not just Colombia. You know, those in South America, Europe, and the topic that we were talking about is a big prostitution ring. And not only that is a prostitution ring, but the girls that are in this ring are from ages from 14 to 17 years old. Like no girl gets sold if they're over 18 or 18 years old exactly.
Okay.
They're not considered brand new. That's what they're saying.
Wow.
So this lady, her name is Carmen Campos Puello, right? She got arrested last week for running one of the biggest, actually the biggest prostitution ring in Colombia, in Cartagena, Colombia. And these girls that she was selling to like yacht owners, like rich people for parties and stuff like that. Wow. They were between the ages of 14 and 17 years old.
And
right?
it wasn't necessarily the citizens of Colombia that was running it,
it
right?
It was
Israelis, I believe.
It was Israelis. It was Israelis because that's where the money's at. Like,
the Israelis.
These girls were ending up in fucking.
And what was the average age that these girls were? It wasn't women, right?
They said 14 to 17, right?
Yeah, 14 to 17, bro. This
ridiculous.
Is ridiculous. So,
I think they branded them.
So
too.
this lady.
Yeah, there was branded.
They said they were branded them with tattoos.
Yeah. This whole lady, right? She got busted on a resort, in Cartagena, right? Mm-hmm. And she was a madame. A madame is like,
madam, yep.
A madam. She's
right in front of her.
She's a pimp lady, whatever, right? So what she would do is she would bid these girls to the highest bidder in a private room for any special event. So let's say you're a common customer to her, to her ring, whatever. Mm-hmm. Oh, he has the biggest money. We gotta get her the most youngest, freshest girl.
So the youngest ones were more expensive?
The youngest one was more expensive.
That's crazy.
So
that's crazy.
So the crazy thing is that these girls were lured as an event of like, a modeling event. Like, these girls are like striving.
They were poor girls.
They were poor girls. Yeah,
they were from Colombia. They're from Colombia and Venezuela. Most of the girls.
Of them, yes.
And they came from impoverished communities in those countries.
So if everybody knows about certamen, a certamen means it's a modeling, attraction. It's like Miss Universe, that a pageant. That's what it is, a certamen. So they were lured into that, thinking that they were gonna be famous or get hired by, like, let's say these companies like for underwears and stuff like that, etc., etc. I don't want to go too deep in it, but once they were lured in, that's it. They were captured. They were just, they were like, handcuffed, all this crazy
Passports
stuff.
were taken away.
Forced, yeah. So the
they pretty much had no escape.
They have no escape. They were just, they were feeding them, obviously, because that's a working machine for them, And then the whole situation just got crazy because, the lady was branding these girls with tattoos That's to find out which was her girls. Understand? And once these girls got, let's say they were virgins, and once they got used, that was it. Like, that's old news. It was useless. So one of the girls was able to escape, you know, a few of them. And they actually was able to, like, report her, whatever, and you know, because they were so afraid that they were going to get killed. So one of them had the courage to, you know, what to do it. And look,
Thank God.
I wonder.
Thank God,
you
bro.
know. I wonder who did she get this idea from? Did she get it from R. Kelly?
Well, come
R. Kelly was doing that.
But he was.
He had pretty much his
He
own
was.
cult.
They
bro.
actually, if you go to Netflix, they have actually a novel.
I love R. What the hell?
If you go to Netflix, guys, if you go to Netflix, there's actually a novel in Spanish that I watched with your sister, and this is the guy who was running. It was a guy. This is actually a woman, which is even more crazy, bro.
Still crazy, man. You take people away from their families.
Yeah, man.
You
250
strip them-
girls.
You strip them of your
It's
documents.
ridiculous.
And then this is the thing, like, you know, we're so used to how we live, bro, that, you know, we're poor, but we're rich. We're as
exactly.
poor as we are in the United States. We're rich compared to the whole
that's
world.
right. Yeah, I know.
So, you know, they sold these little girls dreams, man. And you imagine the nightmare that was. Oh my God, I'm about to go be a model. This is my come up, and then you get sent
captured.
off to this
in a boat.
island. You're on an island
They all go into these these
it was a
bases.
lawless island. I was
exactly.
reading, like, it was literally like Colombia was trying to shut it, like they had no control over it. And luckily this happened. I mean, that sounds messed up, but luckily this happened because Lord knows how many other, if this one came to the light, how many other girls would have been victims of this.
200.
But you know what? This is just one.
But
ring,
these
man.
are the
This
ones
shit's
that
all
got
over the
cooked.
world.
No. Like the not stereotyping nobody, but the Koreans are notorious for sex trafficking and massage parlors.
Exactly.
You know, the Asians, like, you know, they get the Chinese abduct North Koreans because, you know, it's such a secluded area and they're so desperate to get out, and you could sell a dream to a North Korean, like, yo, you could do this and this and this, and then you know
ridiculous.
after that it's like you can't go back to North Korea because they're gonna murder you. So it's like you're forced, sex trafficking pretty much. You're forced into
It's
this.
kind of fucked up, man, because, you know, you have no sources. People do anything when they get desperate, bro. You know, and to be honest, these girls that left, because remember, nobody forced her to go in there. She would, like, you know, lure them to, like, you know, like something naive. You know, they so naive. They were like, oh, you know, I'm gonna help my mom, I'm gonna help my family, feed them, and then boom, what happens? You become a victim. It's ridiculous.
Well, before we close out this segment on this, man, this is only right and it's only fitting that we do one thing for Madam. What's her name? Madam
Carmen Puelos.
Madam Carmen Puelos. Madam Carmen Puelos, I would like to introduce you to somebody that I like sicking on people that deserve it. So, without further ado, Voga J, you got 30 seconds to go in on Madam Puela. Go.
So, Madam Puela, I hope your toes fall off. I hope you catch all types of unwanted diseases. I hope you get genital warts on your fucking tongue and you can't eat. And they
Toma.
gotta burn your warts every fucking day.
Toma.
And last and most important, I hope you fucking die, you piece of shit.
Die.
Let Satan deal with you, you fucker.
That's it, man. That's our take, man. We're totally totally against. I mean, I hope all. I mean, we unfortunately not all men are against that, but you know, as
No comment.
as all men,
the child stuff, yeah. We like hookers.
that's a whole different topic.
Let's go to Vegas.
But yeah, man. Listen, we're totally with those girls, man. God bless those girls, man. We hope that they no, seriously, we hope that mentally they could recover from this, man. We hope that they could, you know, come up and thank God that this did come to light, man, because, you know, a lot of girls are gonna be avoiding that now, man. But yeah, that's that. Thanks, Risky, for that, man. Yeah, man, that was big. Moving on though, in news here, I gotta like this topic, man. We're gonna let Jekan lead in this because he had a very good source that it was too good to be true, and I actually voted against it because I didn't think so. So I'm gonna apologize to his source, and I'm gonna let him take that away though. Jekan.
Just a big shout out to my boy, partner of mine, DJ Pache, NYC. He had told me about Tekashi getting his chains back. He was the
What's
first.
his Instagram? Let the audience know.
DJ Pache, PACHE NYC. I believe that's it. If it's not
double
it,
check.
sorry.
I'll double check.
It's my guy, good friend of mine. He wanted me to break the news about the chain. I brought it up to Best Dalu, and Best Dalu decided that he thought it was false information. But it comes out that it actually wasn't false information. He didn't get his chain back, but the jeweler that he worked with that made the original chains, made the same change in 10 days. So, you know, if I had to guess, I don't know how he got it back, but it's probably insurance.
All right, so it's shout out to DJ Pache, like he said, DJ PACHE NYC. It will be right here on the bottom if you do want to follow him, man. Shout out to you, 2 to 1, man. Thank you for following us and thank you for that information, man.
Well, one real quick before we do that, there's a couple of shout outs I want to give. First off, I want to give out a shout out to my boy Eddie, good childhood friend, probably was my best friend growing up. My brother, it was his birthday this last week.
Happy birthday.
I told him I was
Eddie,
going to shout him out. I ain't shout him out. You know, I love you, you dark bastard.
Oh.
And when I say dark, I don't mean color. I mean he's like the devil. He literally has 666 tattoos on his arm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's crazy, but he's a good friend of mine. And one more shout out.
No comentario.
I gotta, if I can find it.
I know he was Illuminati.
One more shout out to Lenny Torres Jr.
Lenny Torres, baby. Cleveland Indians. Let's get it.
Cleveland Indians drafted him this year, the 41st pick. Good friend of mine is Jamal. That's his cousin. Yeah, he asked me if I could shout him out, so I'm gonna definitely shout him out. Lenny, good luck. They say the kid can throw about 97 miles an hour. He's 17.
Wow, God bless.
So, you know,
I'll rope.
God bless him.
I'll rope.
That's enough for the shout outs. Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
man. So, yeah, man, we did get back into that real quick, man. Tekashi now has $1 million worth of chains.
Whoa.
This is a $250,000 difference compared to his last thing. So we're gonna get off it. We're gonna do this real quick. I just want to ask you guys: was it an insurance job?
Yes, it was.
Did his chains get taken? Did he have it planned to replace it?
Listen, when you lose your change,
Mind you, before you guys answer this, we're 2 blocks away from Tekashi's house right now, literally. All right, so be careful. Tread carefully what you say. All right.
listen, you know, when we first started the show, the first time we heard it, we thought it was fraudulent, right? Now, after everything that happened, I don't know.
Fifi episode.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the Fifi episode. I think it was
Episode 8.
right? I don't know. I can't answer it. The fact that they gave him new chains. When it's an insurance scam, you usually get the money. You don't get the chain because you need the money. You got the chain back. So I don't think it's an insurance scam now.
Oh, that's true.
I actually believe Tekashi's story because why would he get the chains back?
To be honest, I'm gonna tell you right now,
Unless those chains.
They were stolen.
And they were
I
redone.
hate it.
Exactly.
There
you go.
But I don't know.
Redone.
But if, like I said, if it was an insurance scheme, right? He would did it for the money. If it was a troll scheme, it was a good thing. But I believe him now. I'll give him the benefit of that. Fuck it. But you know what? I think I'm gonna put up. I think we should start putting up a survey. I think we should change the show from 2 to 1 to Tekashi versus fucking Drake. Every fucking show is Tekashi and Drake.
Yo, they're hot. They're
Drake.
relevant.
Tekashi, Drake. I'm saying
relevant.
already.
well, because you know why you don't got a favorite rapper that's doing something right now.
You gotta see the agendas that he be selling me. Yo, let's cover
He's still stuck
Fat
on Biggs.
Joe and Big Pun.
I like Dave.
He's still stuck on those guys,
like
bro.
Dave.
Come on,
Yeah,
let them rest in peace, man.
I
Come
like
on.
Nino, man. You know what I'm saying? I like these new cats.
Nah, I mean, unfortunately, man, that's what's popping right now, man. Like, what you want me to do? All right, let's just start covering R. Kelly and him, his 19-minute song. We got enough material for that. It's 19 minutes. That's a whole section. Yeah, man. Thanks for that. Once again, thank you, DJ Pachi NYC, man. We appreciate that, man. Thank you for being a faithful 2 to 1, man. What's up with these jerseys, though, man?
All right.
Whoa.
If you don't know, the Hall of Fame was this weekend. But I got T.O. I believe you have Ray Lewis on.
And the Music Hall of
The
Fame,
Music Hall of Fame.
Nirvana.
So shout out to them. They made the Hall of Fame. I think Brian Dawkins, Brian Urlacher, a bunch of others. If I've missed out, shout out to them. The one thing I will say is T.O. refused to be at the Hall of Fame.
What's that?
Why?
Because he says in his in his speech that he wrote, he claims that the media. What happens is T.O. Randy Moss made it too. Sorry. So there's like different ballots. First ballot means when you're eligible to go your first year, you make it. Very few wide receivers that position has ever made it. So Jerry Rice made it. There's a couple others. Randy Moss made it this year. T.O. thought
I had a pair of Randy Moss.
Randy Moss was the man.
The Jordan.
Randy Moss, yeah.
Throwback.
So he had he was mad that he didn't make it first ballot. So they made a second ballot. It's not uncommon. But T.O.'s gripe was that he said the media shouldn't be voting for what players should go to the Hall of Fame. It should just solely be the players.
Yeah.
Because the players are the ones that are going to really know what the talent is.
True.
If you never played the sport, why the hell should you have an opinion
Exactly.
about it? That's what he said.
True.
So he was pissed off.
I kind of feel him.
He went to his alma mater, Tennessee Chattanooga, and he brought it up. And also he took a page out of Kevin Durant's book. Kevin Durant, when he won his MVP, he said, "Mom, you're the real MVP." Started crying. And T.O. said, "Mom, you're the real Hall of Famer, not me."
Aw.
Yeah,
That's good.
That's
That's
it. You know,
That's
just
hot.
So that's what we rocking. T.O. and Ray Lewis.
Let's go, man.
Two of the greatest, all right?
Congratulations to the Hall of Famers, man. Shout outs to you guys, man.
Risky B clapping on his own.
Very, sorry.
By the 8th time, right?
We just gotta get a soundboard for clapping. For you to just avoid this anymore, bro. So yeah, man. I'm gonna get into a topic. We happened to cover. We broke, unfortunately, the story on Demi Lovato, who's one of the first social media's profiles to report on Demi Lovato catching the overdose that she caught. It came out that it was opiates that she did catch an overdose on. Demi Lovato has came out and has spoken openly about her addiction, about falling off the wagon. I don't want to give the wrong information, but I actually believe she made a song about.
It's called Sober.
Sober. She did. So she did.
Yeah.
Okay, so she did make a song about, falling back off the wagon, which is relapsing.
And
For those
before
of
she
you
got
who don't know, huh? What was that?
before, right?
Yeah, it came out I think in
Yeah,
March or something like that.
So it's clearly a battle that she's having, and I want to talk about it because it's something that we need to speak about. We're trying our best on this show to cover things that people of our genre. Am I using the right word? People of our
What do you mean,
of
genre?
us, people that we represent, people like
Society.
like millennials or
millennials,
Our age group?
Society.
our age group, our culture. I guess we're hip hop culture
that's what this whole show is about.
like so we're pretty much. I don't want to say hood because I want to be more than the hood,
I
but
think
I want to give a hood opinion.
But we're in the
on
hip hop
stuff.
generation though.
Yeah.
Everything's like that's the great thing about it. Everything's hip hop controls pretty much most of the music.
I say that to say this because I think where we come from, everything is so. We're so prideful. We're prideful people. A lot of our survival depends on our pride, and there's certain things that we can't, that we don't feel comfortable covering. Not covering. I'm not speaking. I'm taking in general, talking about suicide. One being one of them.
Yeah, we cover that a lot. though. We cover that a lot.
No, I'm talking about us in general. I'm talking about the hood. You come up to your boy. Chances are you have that one boy who'll be like, yo, chill, let's talk about it. You have that other 80% of your friends that, yo, stop being a bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Same thing with drug addiction. Same thing with even homosexuality. Some people, there's a lot of homosexuals living amongst us who feel like they can't come out.
But they
Can't be
should.
themselves. They can't be themselves.
Yeah, and it sucks.
So and I'm only saying that because
That's why I'm proud you came out to me. I'm proud.
well, it was after you pulled out your meat, bro. I would
Yo,
so
edit number 2.
I wasn't no edit, man.
The way it was referred is the edit.
How was it referred?
I had to pee. I peed in front of you. You liked it.
You
What the
pulling
fuck?
out
Come
your
on, bro.
He pulled out his meat. Nigga, I'm trying to pander to the gay community. That's a big community, bro. You got a lot of followers after this. Nah. So yeah,
Jokes
back.
and jokes,
Come on,
man. Jokes and
back.
jokes.
Back to what we were saying. Yeah, so I'm saying that because a lot of people of our community and where we come from are so prideful. So I'm going back to that to say this: drug addiction amongst our community is very bad.
It's ridiculous. It's
very
over the
big.
top already.
It's very.
And you would think it'd get better with all this gentrifying stuff. Like, neighborhoods getting better, and it's getting worse.
Yeah, no. Drugs is
Crazy.
I don't think drugs has to do anything with. If anything, why? This is proven, and not statistically, professionally proven. But white people buy more drugs than us.
I don't know.
Right?
I wouldn't say white people. I would say people that could afford to do more.
exactly,
Think
yeah.
about it. If you had
Best
the,
term.
I mean, I'm not a drug addict. I'm addicted to life. I guess I don't want to say. I won't blow my spot up. Nah, just kidding.
Barbecues, etc.
Yeah, whatever.
Brews.
I think when you have the means, like if you're an addict and you have the means to get it, you have the money, you have the opportunity to get it. Like look at all the people that smoke weed and then they end up getting the card, the medical card, and they can smoke even more.
And they abuse the shit out of it.
And they abuse, but ultimately, being an addict, like what you were saying, just alluding to what you're saying, it's tough, man. Because once you start something, like I have an addictive personality, and I tend to do things, and I don't just do it once. I tend to have to keep doing it until I catch myself like, yo, bro, you're doing it too much, bro. And I'm not talking about drugs in general. I'm just talking about life.
Vocal J went live the other day, right?
I think
So he got out of character, right?
He sure did.
No,
That was a taste.
Hold on, but let's
Vocal
stay on
J.
topic. Let's stay on topic, fellas. Because it is a serious topic. I want to
But
continue.
yeah, I mean, with the addiction thing, and I want to say one thing about what's going on with her. When you're an addict and people love you, it affects everybody around you, and it's a team effort to try to help the person.
Yep.
They say people that are addicts, the first thing they have to do is get rid of their friends, get rid of the people around them, because the people around them are probably doing the same thing they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that. Like your everyday circle, you gotta take them out. And then when you go to Addicts Anonymous, right? They tell you that you're always gonna be a recovering addict for the rest of your life.
That's true.
Yeah, but that. I'm sorry.
I've been a
my
recovering
best,
for 25 years.
second best friend, Javi.
I
wanted to speak about that.
I got you. I just want to ask you a question before you get into that. Do you guys agree that addiction is a disease or is a state of is a state of mind?
It's a state of mind, and I'll tell you right now.
You know why I don't say it's a disease? Because a disease, you take medication
Exactly.
to help you get through the disease, right? It's a state of mind, but the thing is that your mind is the most powerful thing in your whole body.
Your mind
It's the most
overpowers
powerful thing in the
anything.
world. So it's just like when you overanalyze something, you can drive yourself crazy. So when you're addicted to something, and believe it or not, sometimes your body needs it too.
Yeah, because you already put your body
so
through that stress
so,
for years.
It's
and
not
years.
necessarily a disease. I mean, I wouldn't say use the word disease. I understand what they mean when they compare it.
I think it's more a want.
Because a disease is something.
To be honest,
It's an urge, right? It's
It's
an
an
urge. It's like
urge.
an itch. It's like,
I got you.
but you could be addicted to anything, right? You could be addicted to sex. You know, and
it could be-
everybody
yeah, it
likes
could
to have
be-
sex.
it could be
But I'm
a
talking
lot
about
of
addicted to sex. You can be addicted to masturbation. You can be addicted to eating. It's just something
I
that
think
your
everybody's
body
addicted to
urges.
masturbation.
What you was about to tell us?
So I mean, sorry to interrupt what you was talking about, but I'm a strong believer that any habits that people make, any addictions, you create that monster.
Yeah, you create it, but once you're in it,
Okay, so
what I'm saying?
yeah,
How
but
do you
listen
get
to
out?
my best friend, bro,
okay.
which I grew up with him. You know, Lewis, all my life since he was 12 years old, bro. This guy was sniffing heroin, and then he did it all the way. And then he started doing the needle, everything.
Okay.
And then by the time, he was like 21, 22, he just, he lost his brother. He lost his mother. That's when he was using it more. Like, all he had was his dad left. And you know what he said? He just woke up one day, fuck that. You know what? I gotta love myself. At the end of the day, I know my family in the grave don't want me to be like this. And he has been clean since like 25 years. So
Good, clap on that.
that means,
Shout out to that.
shout out to Javi, my brother.
Shout out to Javi, man.
And he's been clean. And you see him, got his trucking job, got his family. He's doing good.
But the thing is,
You know?
that if you ask him, and they're recovering forever.
Yeah.
They're recovering their whole life.
I said.
He said he got to cure his mind before anything. He said.
All right, I got something to say about that. It's time to let the audience know. I could really speak on this because I'm an addict, and I call it as it is. And I no longer actively take it, but like Jack Ann was saying, I will always consider myself an addict. I had a scare, which made me stop. I happened to get diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Before that, I was very heavy on Percocet, extremely heavy. How this started, and now this is what I say. Some people don't start just to get high. I honestly started with opiates because I messed up my back.
That's how a lot of people get addicted to it, bro.
I messed up my back,
exactly.
and it was given to me, and it was the love of my life, bro. I kid you not. It emotionally, it cured me. It cured my back. I fucked better. Like, I played video games.
You know what's
better.
crazy?
Like,
not to cut you off, but
Yeah.
doctor proven. You know what's the best cure for your back? Working out.
no, that's true.
That's the ultimate cure.
Yeah, but when you're in pain, you can't
Wake
work
up,
out in the
stretch,
beginning and
work
then
out.
you stretch. I don't know if. Okay, I'm sorry.
So yeah,
No.
so it's like that's the thing. Like we talking about addiction. Yeah, there's some people who get addicted because it was their fault.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some. I mean, it was partially my fault too because I continued after I stopped. I
It was at
continued.
your
you know?
hands, probably, right?
Yeah. By that time, it was already.
It was available to
It
you.
gotten out of control, bro. Like and every day. It's not a day that I wake up and I say, yo, maybe I haven't took a perk in years, or I haven't took a perk in months, and maybe I could take one today. And it's not true. I've fallen off the wagon 1,000 times, and every time that I take one Percocet, I want to continue going, no matter how long I didn't take it. I could be 2 years, and if I take one, the next day I wake up like if I never stopped taking it. And this is this is the opiate thing. Like we going. I mean, there's a lot of everybody. I think an American, as an American, you're addicted to one thing. Rather it's music. That's something.
Video
that,
games.
yeah,
I'm
it's
addicted
some-
to spending money, bro. I swear.
I'm a shopaholic.
Honestly, I sometimes look in my phone, bro. I don't need anything. I just came back yesterday from Split Splash with the family. and me and my girl, we spent like $400. And I was bored at home. I took a shower and everything. I got back, and I was looking for ways on my phone how to spend $10 or $12 on Amazon on shit that I don't even fucking need. And you know I was gonna get a splitter for the headphones, so you can have your control, my control. But then I'm like, we don't fucking need it because we all hear each other. You know, it's ridiculous, bro.
So listen, the opiate crisis has gotten so bad that the government is not. And I want to ask you guys' opinion on this. The government, well, not I could speak for the New York City government. Mayor de Blasio has announced that he is going to open safe injection sites. Now, let me tell you what safe injection sites are. Safe injection sites is a method of called harm reduction. Harm reduction is the belief that
What is it called again? Safe what?
Safe injection sites.
All right, go ahead.
So let me briefly explain to you what harm reduction is and what the philosophy of harm reduction is. The philosophy of harm reduction is that people feel that if addicts are given a place to safely inject their heroin,
Yeah, I heard
supported, funded by our taxes, that they'll be able to avoid a lot more overdoses. They'll be able to avoid a lot more, there's a lot of people who catch AIDS because they're sharing needles. It could stop a lot of diseases. What's your opinion on that? Should the government do that, or should the government stay out of it and just...
Listen, it's the government that gives you methadone. You get off of heroin, then they want to give you methadone. Methadone is 10 times more addictive than heroin.
Exactly.
And heroin is one of the very few drugs that you can go off cold turkey and be perfectly fine. Just you'll have to you'll go through the shakes and you'll go through different things. You're trying to get off of alcohol, they literally give you alcohol.
Yeah.
If you're an alcohol addict and you start having a seizure or something like that, they give you a beer or something like that to calm you down.
Cigarettes, they give
So
you
you're enabling people, and ultimately, I work in a hospital, and you see these methadonians, and they walk around like zombies.
Yeah.
And you know who gives it to them? The fucking government. And you know what this makes?
But this goes
doesn't
back
make-
to curing the disease that you was
doesn't
talking about,
make
though. Something
no
you have to continue. You have to. I mean, I was fortunate enough to not get that deep in. I was able to, to stop. But like I said, there's the chances of me falling off the wagon is a lot more higher than somebody who's just taking methadone.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know. All right, I guess I couldn't know how to answer that. I don't know how to answer that, but I'm just saying, you guys ever seen the show The Wire, right? So in The Wire, the police captain, what he did was he said, you know what, I want crime to go down in the city. So you know how I'm gonna get the crime to go down in the city? I'm gonna tell all the drug dealers and all the users that they have a certain section that they can use and they can do everything. Okay. As long as they do it there, they're fine. So the whole city, the crime went down, but the crime in there was out of this world. It was like anarchy. Eventually, when you watch the show, they found out about it. So even though his numbers were fantastic, they were great, when they found out about it, you're enabling them to do the drugs and do everything. It just was a specific area you did it to. That's what this kind of reminded me of. I don't know if it's the same thing, but that's kind of the gist of what it reminded me of. So I don't know. Some people may say, yeah, you're keeping the users in one place, so they won't be everywhere else. There won't be needles on the floor or anything like that. But ultimately, you're enabling them. That's how I feel. You're enabling them. You got to get them help. You're gonna allow them to do drugs in front of you? I mean, come on, it's fucking BS.
All right.
But that's my opinion. I could be wrong.
Risk, we're gonna close out real quick. I just want to get your opinion on this topic real quick before we leave, man. What do you think?
Well, honestly, to be honest,
I'm sorry, the whole thing in general, the addiction, the whole.
I mean,
opiate crisis.
it's cool, the idea and everything, but me being a New Yorker, citizen from here, I know the bullshit, and it's all about getting the tax-paying dollar. It's all about getting the money, because at the end of the day, we gotta keep coming up with this money to fund everything. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not trying to play anybody that's in addiction, because I'm not an addict myself. I'm clean, but and it doesn't justify anything. Like, of course, everybody needs help.
Yeah.
But bro, if you're not gonna help yourself, who the fuck is gonna help you? Yeah. So again, what happens? If they do this, they're gonna keep abusing the system, and what happens? More taxes come out of our pocket. It's not fair. I'm sorry.
On everything. Yeah.
I'm sorry. The middle class. No, it's fine. The middle class, is always, bro. It's always gonna, it's always gonna,
Take care
I don't know,
of
man.
everything.
Take the hit.
Pay for everything.
It's ridiculous, bro.
My quick closing statements on this before we do get off. Demi Lovato, get better.
Yeah, please.
Not only
Please.
Demi, anybody who's going through addiction,
Seek help, man.
anything, man. Seek help. Please do. I'm gonna give you guys something real quick before we do leave. I don't know what I did with it. Okay. The National Addiction Hotline, guys. If you guys ever do want to see it, it's also gonna be on the bottom of this page. It's 1-877-468 4689. I do encourage you guys to, if you do not want to go down that route, what helped me was I spoke to a very close person. I got spiritual guidance. A lot of things helped me get through this. Don't get discouraged if you do fall off the wagon, man. Don't get discouraged. We all do. We all gonna mess up, especially if you're an addict. This is, Jekken has opinion, but his opinion. My opinion is that it is a disease. It's a disease that we caused on ourselves, unfortunately. But now it's something that we gotta live with.
But think about it. How many diseases you do cause yourself? Like you catch HIV, you get all this stuff because you didn't protect yourself.
True.
So
Exactly.
Yep.
So
That's a good
protect
point.
yourself, guys. Protect yourselves, man. Like I said, that's the number, man. Ladies and gentlemen, closing statements. Anybody?
Oh yes. Hannah. I don't know. I'm lost right now.
Well, this is episode 10, man. We fucking made it to 10 episodes.
episode 10.
I'm fucking with y'all. Nah, I'm happy we made it to the 10th episode.
Brain fart.
And, actually, I was doing 3 things at the same time, but honestly, I was gonna come up with something. Come on, it's episode 10. Come on, I'm happy. We got this far. And to not just saying because it's episode 10, but now I know episode 20 is coming. 30, 40, 50, 60, and 100.
I agree.
Now we know. Now I feel like everybody. Give me a second, Boca J.
Yeah. Sorry.
Now I feel that everybody's on the same page and we're all dedicated to do one thing: have fun with the show, make others laugh. Notified with news, and let's continue to keep doing this.
I
man.
remember in the beginning when we first started, man. It was kind of like, what's going on here? And Jekken, my favorite thing, I'm always quote him. And when this show becomes successful, he said, "Yo, we gotta build the car. The car is not built." And he told me that. And because we was doing so much in the beginning, we was like, "Yo, we gotta do this and this and this and this," and we didn't even have not one episode yet, and we had like 1,000 ideas. And Jekken was like, "Yo, just build the car." And then episode 1 came out. And that was probably the most discouraging thing that out of all, because episode 1 was just
unorganized.
it was so
bullshit.
unorganized, it was so messed up. But then we still with it. And the episode 2 came, and we was like, oh, all right, we on to something. And then from there on, it just been good, man. So thank you guys, man. It's a beautiful experience I'm having with y'all, man. Jekken, what's up, man?
Nothing, man. Episode 10. We good. Thank you guys for supporting us and stuff like that. And I really want you guys to comment on what we said about the N-word,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to speak freely. I'm going to speak how I speak normally. And I don't want to be bullshitting with any of you guys. So
Yep.
that's just my take on it.
The problem is that
But the good thing is, we didn't say it today. We said it once by mistake.
Yeah, but I understand what. Honestly, I would love it to be the way
It's not like we say it 100
Jekken
times
is
a day,
saying it,
but
we're trying to brand our channel. We're trying to, it's not about competition or anything. We just want to, have fun and, get our recognition on something that we all love to do.
Unfortunately, we live on a social media age. You say one wrong thing or write
And-
the wrong
and
hashtag,
exactly.
and
So-
there goes your dream.
So right
that's what
now,
we trying to
let us know. But I know for a fact that we still have to do this with more, obedience because, like I said, discipline. I'm sorry, and obviously we're using YouTube as our main, factor, our key, to promote our show. Actually display our show, and so if we have to comply with certain rules, we are going to do it. And all music that we play today, every artist own their own copyrights. We're not trying to promote anybody's music. We're just using it solely purposely to bring you a content in the show, not to make any profits on it. Guys?
Oh, we forgot we can't do this at glass table. Ladies and gentlemen, that was episode 10. I'm your boy, Bestalu. To my right, Jekken. To my left, Risky B. And we are the 2-to-1 show. And Risky is going to take it away with instructions. Get it.
Thank you, everybody. You're still with us for episode 10. Please hit the notification bell on the YouTube. That way you get notified with every content that we drop. If you like this video, please, like it. If you didn't, thumbs up, thumbs down. Doesn't matter, but please, I beg you, subscribe to our channel. You can go and follow us on Instagram at 2, TO, 1 show on Instagram. And we'll see you on episode 11.
And make sure that y'all go to our YouTube and get ready, because this outro's gonna get a lot longer. 20 episodes from now to catch episode 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 was a disaster.